Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of How Project Management Happen in Real Life in Every Company. In our last video, if you are just coming across my video, please go back and watch from episode 1 for you to understand what this video is about. If you don't, you're definitely not going to understand it unless you've been doing this before. This video are for aspiring project manager that just want to switch their career, or someone who want to become a project manager. And I've been on the mission of teaching people on how this happen. Is when you know how things happen, will you be able to handle it in real life. In our last video, guys, I showed you guys how clients located companies and how they give companies projects for us to do, for every companies to do. I showed you how they locate every company on website, on Google, and how they fill the form on website. I showed you how to fill the form. We haven't filled the form yet, but when they fill that form, where did the form land? The form, if you, like I said earlier, go and watch that video for you to understand. The form the client filled, how does the form landed in the company for them to call it a project? What happened next after the client filled? I showed you guys how they see the companies, how they fill the form. Before I showed you where the form landed, I told you that in every project management role job you'll be seeing online, there is always common inquiries. They always ask people that CRM experience needed, HubSpot experience needed, Salesforce experience needed. When they say Salesforce and CRM experience needed, it's not something that they want an administrator or CRM analytics that will build a CRM tool for them. That's not what they are asking. The only reason why they are asking is because they just want you to have the basic knowledge of how to use HubSpot or any CRM tools, right? A project manager is usually not hired as a HubSpot administrator or CRM implementation specialist, like I said in my last video. But however, especially in startups and small businesses, companies, they often expect the project manager or operation managers to know how to use HubSpot or any CRM tools. You should know how to operate and to know enough HubSpot to set up workflow like the one I am doing for you right now. Right? Anytime you come across a job description asking for HubSpot experience or CRM experience, it doesn't always mean you'll be selling products. I've said this in my video before. Most startups just need you to know all the basic thing in HubSpot or any CRM. So it may not be HubSpot, it can be Zoho CRM or Salesforce. It doesn't matter. And I've walked you guys through how they do that. What we are building now is real example of a CRM implementation workflow of what you will do if you get hired. We'll be creating a custom contact properties and preparing HubSpot to receive lead from a website form. That website I showed in our last video. This is how they receive it. This is the practical HubSpot knowledge many startups value in project manager or operation manager. The last video I showed you. Now, in our last video, we've created our group, which is Zebra Ops intake form. That is called group. Whatever it is you're going to be creating on HubSpot for any company, they are called group, right? Now, we've done that. We created the group. So immediately you log in on your HubSpot, first info you are going to see, these are the navigation menu on HubSpot here. These are the navigation menu, and each navigation menu, they contain categories, right? And when you over to one like this, let's click on more, like this CRM now. Like this CRM, this is customer relationship management. You see marketing. Under marketing, you will see the categories under marketing: content, sales. It will depend on which role you are playing in that company, right? So every major feature in HubSpot is organized into categories like CRM, marketing, sales, like I said earlier. Depending on your role, you will spend most of your time in different sections. Main thing now that we want to do now is to build the intake form inside the CRM. Now we built the group. Now we want to build the property, right? Let's begin. We are not coming here yet. Like I said earlier, we want to build how the form will be landing inside HubSpot here. You click on menu, settings, after clicking on settings, right? I've showed you guys on how we do it before. After clicking on settings, scroll down to data management. Here it is. When you go to data management, click on properties. After clicking on property, make sure your property is always on contact property. I'm not saying always, but it depends on whatever it is you want to bring in HubSpot that moment. Now is an intake form we want to build here. How every form they filled on our website will be landing on this place. We'll click on contact property. So it's there on contact property. Don't forget we built our Zenva Ops form here. I've showed you before. Go and watch it if you've not watched it. Then we'll create property. This is property. Then you click on this create button. This create property button. Always make sure to click edit more before you fill on anything. Click edit more. Now do not forget, guys, I've created some of the property, but I left some behind so that I can show you guys on how it's being created, because I don't want this video to be too long. Like I've always said, I've created full name. Now let me tell you something about this full name email. Automatically, internally, HubSpot has already built full name and surname in HubSpot. It's automatically inside. It's inbuilt. So most of the time when you want to build something like this, you don't need to build full name or name, first name or last name. What is built inside HubSpot is first name and last name. There is nothing like full name inside HubSpot. What is built inside is email, first name and last name. Whatever it is your form said on your website is what you'll be putting here. If your form said it is full name, make sure you enter full name property here, because on HubSpot you're not going to see anything like full name. It is just first name and last name. But if you want to go and change it in your form to first name and last name, then automatically it will pop up whenever people fill the form on your website. But if it wasn't and you want it to be what is on your form, should be in HubSpot, make sure you enter the full name. It is full name that is on my form on my website, and I've entered that. I've filled full name, email address, company or agency's name, website or LinkedIn page, team size, what are you building, your main challenge, how soon are you looking to work. I have 3 left, so let's build that together. So I said I've built 8 of the properties already, so let's build the rest together, which is, let's start with service interested then. Right, service interested. Always make sure this place is on contact, guys. Always make sure it is on contact. Do not make that mistake to put it on, company or contract or deal. That is not what we are doing. What we are doing now is contact intake form. It will depend on whatever you are building on HubSpot that moment. What we are building now is contact intake form. How HubSpot will take those form and put it on HubSpot automatically is what we are building. Always make sure it's on contact. If you want to use company is information about client's business, such as industry, annual revenue, or company address. That is when you can use company. If you want to use deal are information about sales opportunity. Now you cannot use this on this. These are contacts that we are collecting from people on our website. If you want to use ticket is for customer support requests. You know, when you have you buy something online and that is not really working well again. You know how you go there and say contact customer support. Yes. Customer support form is different. So when you want to fill customer support form in HubSpot CRM is when you use ticket object type. Now it's contact we are collecting from that website, not customer support. People are not complaining. We are collecting their contact. So it's contact, you will always put it. And this group, make sure you are always putting this group on the form group you created in this website. You know that group we created in our last video, which is Zenva Ops. That is what you are doing. It should be the form of the contact you want to collect. If it is customer complaint, you should be the customer complaint form, which is ticket. Are you understanding now? Service interested is what we want to do now. After creating the property details, then you will come here, field type. That field type should be a drop down because you want to know what type of service they are interested. It should be a drop down because we are going to be adding a lot of a lot of section to ask which service they will be interested in. Do you understand? We will add this, and which is, here is our Zenva Ops form, right? These are the questions here, right? Let's look at the Zenva Ops form together. Service interested in. So we'll write everything down. The service interested in. I'm just going to take the picture because writing it down will take a lot of time. The service interested in. Let's look at the other one, which is, where did you hear about us? Because same thing that is on your form should be inside that thing you are building. Anything else we need to know, that is not necessary. Let's go back to our property settings. Our first label is going to be, our first drop down option is going to be service interested in, which is going to be Zenva Ops team management, and the projects. That is the kind of services we are giving Zenva Ops. The other option is Zenva Academy. Like I said before, that we have an academy where we are teaching people as well. So it will depend on what the service the person wants. Zenva Academy, which is PM training. The third option is free consultation. We always give free consultation for our clients. Once we know we can work together, then we will now send them a proposal. Zenva 2, like I said, we are building a Zenva 2 as well, which is the project management tool. You guys will see, so don't worry. Zenva 2, which is the PM software. And the last one is just exploring, in case maybe the person just want to see how we work. They are just exploring. That is that about that. We filled all the info in the field type drop down that we choose for the field type, right? Let's check it again. Details. Also make sure your details are intact, they are correct, most especially this group and this object section. Make sure they are correct, right? We save it, we create another property. That is how you will be creating all the properties. Always make sure you are in edit mode. Do not forget, always make sure you are in edit mode. This property we are creating now is, where did you hear from? Where did you hear about us, right? Where did you about us, right? I want to know who are following this lesson, who are following this. Tell me the reason why we are going to choose drop down option for this one as well. Where did you hear about us? Instagram, Twitter, because some people still do not know. Then LinkedIn, Thread, Facebook, Thread, YouTube, refer from friend. We've done this. Then you go to your details again and cross check. Do not forget, always cross check your details are intact, no mistake. Then the last property is anything else we should know. Always on edit more option, anything else we should know. Make sure contact your group Zenva Ops. Don't forget, leave the description. Then field type is always should be multiple text. Why? Did you know why we took multiple text? Tell me in the comment section. I want to know if you are following this lesson. Now we've built all the properties under Zenva Ops form in this CRM tools. Now that you finish building everything in this CRM tools, how do you see every properties you've created so far? I told you I've already created 8 properties and I showed you how to create it. I left 3 behind, so I've showed you. How do we see all these properties we created under our Zenva Ops form that will be generating inside this CRM tool? This is how you do it. We have 2 methods to check that, to know everything you inserted are inside and are correct and no mistake in your typings, right? What you're going to do is, first method, and this is the best way, you go back to settings, you come up here, this settings button, you click on it, immediately it's finished loading. Come back here, right? Come back to data management again. Under that data management, come back to properties again. Actually, you don't need to do it, but I just want to show you, should be in case you just logged into your HubSpot. You are not supposed to go back because we are already on property before. So once you click on the property, make sure it is always on contact properties, because it is contacting you are looking for, not company, not contract, not deal property. It is contact, a form that is generating contact into this CRM. So here this is where you're going to come. You see all this group here, all this group, you will click on it. I told you that each thing you are building in this place are called group. Everything under that group is called properties. So this group here, instead of you to be strolling down like this looking for a lot of things, you have a lot, like I said in that last video, that there are a lot of groups here. So all you want to do is come here, search for that Zenva Ops group, right? Once you click on it, it only gives you every property under it. Like I said earlier, I said we have everything under the form is what you will be seeing here. Everything we've built so far, full name, you see here is full name, and email address. Now, like I said earlier, if you don't forget, when I first started this video, I said automatically there is first name and last name and email here on HubSpot. I told you if what is on your form is first name and last name, you don't need to enter it when you are building the property inside the group, right? But because it is a full name that is on my own form, so I put the full name. Automatically first name last name is always on HubSpot automatically. Now you're not going to see the email under this place. The only thing you will see now are the properties we built together in the CRM form that we want to be connecting in this place, which are anything else we should know. Everything you copied from that form that you entered is the only thing you're going to be seeing here. If not that it is full name that is on my form, I wouldn't have inserted it, right? I wouldn't have put it in my properties that I am building, right? But because it is there, you're going to see the full name here. But the email, if you notice, it is not there because it is automatically in HubSpot. So the only time you're going to see the email or the first name or last name will be when they filled the form on that website, and it's automatically landed here. Immediately they click submit on that website, and it goes immediately. It goes. This is where it is coming. We are still going to that place. You will see where the thing landed, where sales received the form, right? And how they do everything. But for now, we are still doing this. These are the things we've built so far. Do not forget about this. These are the things we've built so far. These are the properties under Zenva Ops group that we've built so far. Now, what we are going to do is this. We need to connect the form to this HubSpot now. This is how it's landed on HubSpot. We've created everything needed to be created in HubSpot for us to get everything from website now. Now the next thing we need to do is to integrate the form into the HubSpot. What do we call integrate? Integrate is when you are merging things together, when you are inserting one thing to another. That is what it is called. Do not forget to, do not forget. So from website to HubSpot contacts, and most especially some startups still use Google Sheets. There is a way they do that too. From website form, everything will automatically create itself inside the Google Sheet. But as we want to be using HubSpot for the lessons, that is why we are using HubSpot. That is why we integrate the form inside the HubSpot. Do not forget everything I said in this video. Now in our next video, because this video is getting too long already, in our next video we will be showing you how to integrate the form that they will be filling on that website into HubSpot. We will be showing you how you and I will be filling the form together. Like I said, that we will be using my own website business to do the example for this lessons. We will fill the form together on the website, right? We will search for my business name on Google, or we should just enter it. Let's say we search for it, enter it, then we'll fill the form, then we will see how it's landed here. But first of all, do not forget our next video will basically based on how to integrate the form into this HubSpot. If you are just coming across this video, my name is Aminat, a project leader. For the past 8 years. I've been able to work with multiple clients, building system, leading teams, and I'm coordinated, making sure every project are done before deadline. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, or if you are seeing me on any other social media accounts, make sure you follow this account, because this is where we're going to be showing you how project management really works in real life. Do not forget to turn on the notification button. See you guys in my next video.